Well, there are just a couple weeks left until the first day of school, but it's not just the kids who need to prepare. Parents also need to transition from carefree summer days back to a daily routine.
Yeah, joining us now to help make the switch before the chaos sets in is mom and host of the podcast Fearlessly Facing 50, Amy Schmidt. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you. So happy to be here. We're going to go from chaos to confidence around these morning routines.
All right, we love it. So let's begin. Why is it even necessary to have a routine in place?
Oh, such a great question. And you kind of ask yourself, is it a need to have or a nice to have? And it certainly is a need to have. There's studies out there that have proven that it helps with focus. It helps with productivity. It gives you kind of a sense of center for the day and a lot of structure, and there's more predictability when you have a routine. So a couple weeks out from starting school, it's time to get going with that.
Yeah, no question about that. So you say the morning routine, it usually starts the night before. So what is it that parents need to do? Well, all of us need to do this, I feel like.
It does. And this is something I've practiced for a while. So I have kids that are out of the house now, and they're starting to do some of this morning routine planning the night before. So take about 20 minutes the night before and look at your day, plan your day. There's some simple things we can do as families. We can set out clothes the night before. And this is a great way for if you have younger kids to kind of have them advocate for themselves and set their outfits out. Now, you might have to do a little tweaking, but you can set those outfits out. You also can go ahead and put some coffee in the coffee maker, get your tea bag ready, get out some cereal and things like that, set the table for the next morning. Those are all things you can do that just eases that stress in the morning, and it's not quite as chaotic.
Okay, something else that could be a little stressful, waking up. So when it comes to waking up, when should parents set the alarm?
Oh, this is a tough one because not everybody's a morning person, right? But you know what? It's nice to be able to get up about 30 to 45 minutes before anybody else in the house. Now, some people may be saying there's absolutely no way I can do that. I'm going to get up 15 minutes before. But whatever block of time works for you, I really do suggest 30 to 45. And that gives you some time to center, to kind of look at your to-do list, prioritize what things you have to do, look at your schedule, have some time for you, maybe to sip a nice cup of coffee in quiet and peace. But, set your alarm ahead of the rest of the family so you start that cadence for the day.
Let's talk about what happens when you deviate from routine, because that's where the chaos can kind of start to creep in there.
Exactly. And, it's great to deviate from the routine. And you know what? Don't go ahead and Google best morning routine because you're going to come up with something that works for someone else. It's not custom tailored to you. So make sure there is some room for tweaking. And that's why it's a good time, researchers say, to start about 2 weeks before school starts, which is perfect. And, you kind of go ahead and see what everybody is expected to do and their tasks that they're supposed to do to make that routine successful. But, we have to tweak them. That's life, right? There's interruptions in life, and those give us the life skills, those flexibility, that type of things that we can really use. And so tweak it as necessary as it is for you to be productive and confident in the morning and kind of kick that chaos to the side.
Okay, so what about parents of older children? How can they create a routine, let's say for teenagers?
You know what? Give them some skin in the game. Ask them, hey, I know your classes start at this time, or you're catching the bus at this time. What's going to work best for you? What do you think looks like a successful morning for you? So the best thing you can do is, with any age, is engage in some conversation around them. Ask them some questions. If they're going off to high school, maybe this is their first year with a driver's license. Build in a little extra time so it's not so rushed in the morning, so they can leave with a sense of confidence when they get behind the wheel. So really, the most important thing for older kids is find out what's going to work for them, talk about it, and then tweak it what works for the family.
Well, Amy, thank you so much. It's always so great to have you.
You're welcome. Thanks so much. Here's to confident morning routines, right?
Yes, absolutely. All right, for more advice and inspiration for that confidence, you can follow Amy on Instagram at Fearlessly Facing 50.